Who told you how much money you could make? Like, at what point in your journey did you, like, believe that this is as much as you can make, this is as much as you'll ever see, this is as much as you'll ever do? Like, at what point in your journey did you start to accept the limitations? Because, see, you got to understand something. The only difference between you and a millionaire, or you and someone who's the first millionaire in their family, or someone who's abundantly wealthy and rich, is their belief system. That's the only difference between you and what's holding you back from increasing your tax bracket. And see, look, I understand that physical evidence, what you've only ever seen, what you've only ever experienced in your lifetime up until this point, has only been a certain amount of money. But you know what? When you start to expand your consciousness and expand your energy, you get curious. Your curiosity starts to expand as well. Because now you start to think like, well, why can't I? Who told me I couldn't? And those are the types of questions that spark this expansive mentality within you. And it's very interesting. See, I can only speak for myself, and I'm bringing you guys in on my shadow work and my relationship with God when I say this. But I remember going to God and praying to him and asking him to expand my viewpoint, expand my mind on what is even possible for me, expand my capacity for what I believe and how far I can go, and and guide me on what to even desire. And that's a very important prayer, because see, when you've been stuck in survival mode for so long, the only thing that you have had for a very long time the capacity to believe in is survival. Meaning, I just need this much money to be able to pay for my bills, food, and rent. I just need this. I just need a car. I just need a home. See, we talking big shit now. Yeah. We talking abundance mentality. We talking about wealth, generational wealth. We ain't talking about no booty call, no little rinky dink relationship, Nah, baby. This is kingdom talk. See, when you go to God and start saying prayers like, God, tell me what to even desire. Search my heart. Let me know what's blocking me. Don't let even me stop me from the blessings that you have for me, because right now I'm thinking too small. I don't even know what to ask you for. When you humble yourself before God and he starts to expand you, you start getting curious. And that's the first sign of your abundance coming in. It's curiosity. You start asking all these big questions like, damn, why can't I have it? Or a better question is, what is it that I would do with it when I do have it? Because see, when your verbiage is just as important as what you're asking for, right? Because sometimes when you say, why can't I? You can manifest more reasons in front of you that shows you why you can't. But when you start getting curious, you start switching your verbiage up to start now asking things like, well, what would I do with the abundance? And that's an important question, right? Because think about it, man. For a lot of you guys, you've had to live off of a certain amount of income for a very long time. For example, with me, right? And I'm just being transparent. My entire lifestyle I was able to sustain myself off of only maybe $5,000 a month. And that's being generous. That's being generous. My entire lifestyle can be completely funded with an extra excess for my savings with $5,000 a month. I'm cool off of $5,000 a month, yo. Really, $3,000 if I had to make it work and I had to make it stretch. I've only had to live off of a $3,000 lifestyle for a really long time now. But yet and still, I have this desire in my heart to expand my wealth, expand my capacity, to be the first millionaire in my family. What do you want to do with that abundance? All you need is $3,000 to survive a month, total. Bills, groceries, whatever. What are you going to do now that you're making 20 bands a month, 50 grand a month, $100,000 a year. See, when you start asking the right questions, you'll start shifting your perspective. And I'm bringing this message up. I'm bringing you guys in on this process of what it looks like when your mentality starts to shift, because I want you to be aware of the subtle cues. You start getting curious, man. And it's something that happens gradually. See, sometimes you think that abundance starts with like a big wealth and sometimes, you know what, that can be the case. You have no idea how your finances can shift. You have no idea how and when or where God can bless you. What if you win the freaking lottery, bro? What if you win the lottery? What if God places something on somebody's heart to just drop a bag of money in your lap? You have no idea how quick your finances, how quick your life, how quick your mind can go from lack to abundance. Because it's subtle. It's right up under your nose. So pay attention. And I say this too, because for a lot of you guys, you've been in this very down and out state where it's like, bruh, like, it is what it is. Like, I'll only ever get this. I'll only ever get that. But God is very near and dear to the brokenhearted. You're going through all this shadow work and all this purging, but start to also notice the abundance that has come in from the shadow work and the purging that you are currently doing and have already done. You've done a lot. And that's why I keep bringing up the statement of being compassionate and loving towards yourself right now, because you have done a lot to get here. And I want you to understand, when it comes to the state of abundance and when it comes to the character of God, you don't have to do or be or act or overextend yourself or burn yourself out for abundance. That's why I asked you the question in the beginning. Who told you that? Who told you that you had to perform to be loved? Who told you that you can only ever make a certain amount of money? So you need to be very careful right now, man, because when you get in those down states and you're going through all this shadow work and you're purging, this isn't to say that it's unnatural and, oh my God, that's the devil. No, man. Sometimes you got to go through those things because we're all in a reflective season right now. But I say be very mindful of your thoughts, right? Because it's one thing to be going through emotions. It's another thing to just stop and settle there. There is no issues with you feeling sad, feeling down, feeling hopeless. You know what I mean? Like, if you feel that way right now, honor yourself, but also minister to yourself. Speak life over yourself and allow God to step in and expand your mind, expand your capacity. Because see, before abundance is physical, it's mental, it's spiritual. That's spiritual first. And I'm telling you right now, I've been saying this in a lot of my messages, it's the breadcrumbs that'll lead up to the big loaf of bread. For example, let's say you about to have a huge financial blessing come into your life. And I mean like the biggest, like a huge lump sum of money. The first signs of it leading up to that is curiosity. What would I do with abundance? What would I do? What kind of business would I start? What type of employees would I hire? Oh my God, and I'm getting emotional even saying that. Wow. You've been in a dark season for a really long time. You've been stagnant for a really long time. You have been stagnant for so long that getting unstuck seems like almost a foreign concept to you. But now that things are about to progress and flow, and it is a flow, make no mistake, it is a flow. It's not one of those things you have to force or whatever. You're going to see things at a different perspective, and it's going to start with your curiosity. So the question isn't how and when and if it's possible. The real question is, why not you? And what would you do with it when you get it.